Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for yet another video. In today's video, we are starting out with exploring the Vampires game pack, and I am so excited. You have no idea. I have been waiting for this day to come, and when all of the Sims YouTubers were putting out videos where they already had it yesterday, or the day before, I was like, what the heck? Was it already released? So I tried to buy it, and it wasn't on Origin or anywhere else, and I was really upset because I thought it came out that day, and then it turns out that it did not come out that day, and I was very misled. So we are kind of just, I don't know if I would call this a Let's Play. It's just going to be a mini series of us exploring the new game pack and what it has to offer, and I thought I would do it in sort of a fun way with a storyline. There's not going to be really anything too in-depth or too, I guess, too overly edited is how I would say it. Yeah, I would probably say too overly edited, but but I do have a lot of not new, but I can't talk. I have a lot of good ideas for what is going to come out of this mini series, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I am enjoying creating it. So I'm going to show you this house first. I believe I'm going to post a build of, like, a speed build of this before this Let's Play video comes out, so keep an eye out for that because that's definitely going to happen. But to just give you my general overview thoughts of the game pack so far, I love it. It is so creepy, so macabre. There's so many things to do in this little house, and I think it's so much fun what they've done with it and how they've interpreted vampires to be their own little Sims 4 thing with inspirations from a bunch of different other TV shows and movies and that kind of thing, and I love how it turned out. I love the idea of powers and the fact that you have to have weaknesses to go with them, so you can't be all powerful, which is too bad because who wouldn't want to be all powerful? But as you can see, I've got quite a few people in this household, and that is because I wanted to... What? You can't even hear it from up there. Anyway, I wanted to get as much content into this as possible, and I think it will really come through with having a family instead of like a single sim. And not only that, but I decided to start out with a family of actual vampires. So we're not going to look at turning yet because they are already turned. They were born as vampires. And this is the Von Spelling family, and basically they are here in Forgotten Hollow to take it over. To be quite frank, they Wilder, which is this character right here, the dad, he wants to take over Forgotten Hollow and become its mayor, just because he thinks he would be very good for the job, and he is a guy who loves money and power. And he just, he decided he wants to be the new powerful vampire in town. But obviously before he can do that, he needs to raise his skills. So that's what we will be focusing on for him. So this is Wilder Von Spelling. As you can see, he has the bright light blue eyes that glow. But he is obviously in his human form right now, or what I call the human form. They all have dark forms, which I will also release a creative sim of this video, of this family. I don't know when that'll go up, if it'll go up before this or after, probably before. But I did not show me making their dark forms because I wanted those to be a surprise. So that is Wilder Von Spelling, and to show you his traits real quick, he has self-assured, insider, foodie, and essence of flavor, and his aspiration is to be a master chef, which I don't think we're really going to pay attention to be quite honest. I think he's going to enter the politics career if I decide to put him in a career, but either way, that's what he has. He is not a minor vampire, he is still a fledgling. They are very new to the vampire world, but this family is determined to become the best of the best, and I am so excited to explore everything with them and to really just become the best of the best, to find out what it takes to be a master vampire. And one day we want Forgotten Hollow to be in the Von Spelling's name, for them to be the family on the top of the hill instead of who lives there now. So Wilder Von Spelling is married to this little firecracker, Laurel Von Spelling, and she is just so gorgeous. I don't know if I can get a good, oh, here we go. This is Laurel Von Spelling, and she is so pretty. I gave her this new hair that came with the game pack, and the necklace, the earrings, the eyes, basically everything is from the new game pack. And I think she is just the coolest looking sim ever. She's so pretty. I'm going to come away from this organ because I feel like it's going to take over the sound completely. But she is so pretty, and I'm actually going to get her to get off the organ just so you can kind of see what she looks like. So let's have her go here. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. So you can kind of see what she looks like a little bit better here. Her name is Laurel. She has those bright green, yellow cat eyes. That's what it looks like, at least. And she is married, as I said, to Wilder Von Spelling. And her aspiration is musical genius. And her traits are loner, music lover, romantic, and muser. And she is basically just the cool mom, and she is going to be somebody for the family who networks. So she's going to go meet new people and at some point turn other Sims so they can become a part of their little coven thing that they've got going on. Just because I think they need allies if they want to become the vampire family of the town. So Laurel and Wilder have 3 kids together. The eldest are the twins. They have twin girls, and the eldest is named Elia Von Spelling, and this is her right now. Everybody calls her the unfortunate looking twin because she has her dad's nose, and it's a bit of a beak, but I still think she's pretty gorgeous. She just has a strong nose. And this is what she looks like. She has little vampire teeth. But actually, Elia hates her teeth. She hates her eyes. She hates everything about it because she has decided she does not want to be a vampire. And what I mean by that is she has the aspiration. This aspiration, is it called Good Vampire? Oh, excuse me, there's that sneeze. I think it's called Good Vampire. I don't know. This sim wants to control their thirst and remain as human as possible. So Elia does not want to be a vampire. She hates it. She hates everything to do with it. She's very much a good girl. So this is what she looks like. She got blonde hair out of nowhere. I randomized their genetics, the parents' genetics in CAS, and I got blonde hair. And I was like, actually, that's pretty cute. So she has blonde hair and green eyes like her mom. And then her traits are, oh, that's not her traits. Her traits are goofball, outgoing, and gregarious. So she is actually the sim that we are going to explore the, how to find the cure for vampirism. Just because I think that's something that would be interesting to try to challenge myself to do, see if it's difficult, that kind of thing. And then her twin is the complete opposite. So this is, oh, she's kind of cross-eyed right now. Maybe we can get a better look at her. There we go. So this is, okay, she still looks kind of derpy. Is she just gonna always look derpy? Because that would be annoying. Anyway, this is Vivian Von Spelling. She is Elia's twin, and she is pretty much the exact opposite of Elia. So if we go to her, her traits are bro, kleptomaniac, and domestic. She has the second new aspiration that comes with the game pack, which is vampire family, and basically her dream is to take over the Von Spelling name and continue it into the next generation. So she plans to be pretty powerful to take after her dad once he steps down. And she's definitely the prettier of the two. She's very intimidating, and she don't take no one's crap. Oh, I forgot to mention, Elia also has a part-time job as a babysitter. I can't talk. So those are the twins, and then their youngest born, his name is Henry von Spelling, and he's a little bit of an odd kid. So if I get down here, there you go. He has his mom's hair and his dad's eyes, and I think he's mostly his mom's features as well. All of the kids took after their mom more than their dad, but I mean, their mom is cute, so I'm not mad about it. So Henry has the whiz kid aspiration, and when he grows up, he will also have the master vampire trait, and that's aspiration, and that's the aspiration we will be exploring with him. And not only that, but the parents are also going to try woohooing in bat form because they say something special happens when you do that, and I want to explore what happens. So I think that'll be really interesting, and I think it's important for us to figure that out. So we are actually going to focus on the parents in this episode. They do plan on having more kids, and they're going to start in this episode, which is kind of funny. I had Wilder go onto the computer, and he started researching vampire secrets, and it says unlocked vampire tomb, I think is how you say that. Wilder has discovered the Von Flavius Vampire Emporium. While searching for vampires, he can now purchase Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1 on the computer under Vampire Secrets. And then I also got this one. Wilder has exhausted all information on vampires that can be found online, or that he can find online. If he wants to learn more, he should order some vampire books on the computer. So that's what we're going to do right now, and we're going to have Wilder start learning how to become a better vampire. Because as I said, his ultimate goal is to someday rule over the town of Forgotten Hollow, and in order to do that, he needs to become a better one. And as you can see, they are definitely not hurting for money. It was never my intention for them, I never wanted them in the first place to hurt for money because I wanted to build their house, which I need to talk about next. So I made it to where they didn't have to worry about funds or anything. So we have money to basically do whatever we want. And they are new money, not old money. So we are going to have Mr. Wilder read this book, which is called Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1, Origin of the Vampire Series, Early History, and Alternate Food Sources. So we're going to have him read this book and see what happens with that. And obviously it is 11:30 a.m. right now, which means that we can't go outside because it's sunny out. But there are definitely some places I want to check out, starting with this little pathway over here. It leads to this weird tree, which makes me think there might be something over here that we can explore. There's a rock, but I don't know, it just seems kind of weird why there would be a tree over here and nothing to discover. Look at this lamppost. So why is this lamppost on the ground? That is creepy. And then there's this giant tree and a little bench. I wonder if something happens over here. But it's just on a cliff and really creepy looking. I don't know. It doesn't look like I can really do anything over here though. But it's right next to our house, real creepy like. And then over here, it looks like there's a little bit of a town square. There's a lot of crows flying everywhere, which is really creepy. I think that adds to the whole atmosphere. So we got another one. Wilder read that talented vampires can turn other Sims into vampires. A mortal Sim can even ask a vampire to turn them, provided they know the vampire well enough. Interesting. So they have this little statue in the middle of the town. I don't think you can read it or whatever, but it looks like it's just this little guy with a with a crow on his head. That's kind of funny. I wonder if this would make a good screenshot. Well, I guess it's kind of a good screenshot, but not really. I'm always looking for those thumbnail shots. Actually, there's a thumbnail shot right there. That's very cute. Oh wait, maybe I can do... Let me just put up our roof real quick. Our woof real quick. Yeah, that's pretty vampire-y. And then I'll go this way just in case. Okay, so it looks like there's a bathroom here and a fountain just somewhere for everyone. Oh, what's this? For everyone to congregate. And then there's something over here. Oh, it's a little angel statue. And then a wild garlic plant, which is not good for vampires. And then over here we've got a what is it called? A tombstone. Oh, look at this. There's a little grave over here on that island, which is interesting. It makes you wonder who died there. So I'm just kind of looking around here, seeing what there is to see. It looks like there's a lot of statues just hidden all over the world that don't really have any function. They're just statues. And then there's a little fishing area there. Is this somebody new to the town? No, okay. That's a pre-made sim, not a pre-made, but randomly generated sim. So it looks like, I'm just trying to look around and see. Okay, so here's something over here. So what is this? Oh, we can't click on it. Okay, so that's random. But then we have this little bridge here. So if we go over the... Okay, we can't go over the bridge. Well, this is lame. That's lame. And then there's the big house on the hill with the graveyard. Oh, that's a bird. Well, I don't really see anything else. Nothing really that we can explore. I know there's some kind of hidden secret in here somewhere. I heard that in the reeds, right? There's something in the reeds. There's like a secret. Is it these reeds? Is that the secret right there? That is so freaking creepy. What is that? Is that a... Ew, it's a statue sticking out of the water. That is the creepiest thing ever. But I don't really think that's a secret. Oh, there's something over here. Oh, it's the top of a statue again. But that's not a secret. They're just statues. Is that it? Well, those are all the reeds, right? Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. But I heard there was supposed to be like a secret on the island in the reeds. But there's not really anything there that I'm too worried about. I do love this world. I hate that there's not more lots because I feel like there could be a lot more lots squeezed into here, but that's okay. I understand that this is only a game pack and not a full expansion. So I understand why it's not a bigger world, but it just is a little bit disappointing. And then you can kind of see the rest of the world here. I like the waterfall, I like the mountainous range, and I like the colors. The colors are really nice. So that's not our house. This is our house. I built this house. There will be a speed build up for it. It's very gray. It took me forever to decide on a color scheme. I'll just go around real quick so you can see the back as well. Just very quickly going to do a house tour because I really want to get into the gameplay for this because I know that's what everybody cares about. Okay. And then we can go upstairs first. Why not? Because we're already here. This is Vivian's room. It's done in red and black. It is the biggest room, and that is because she is the family favorite. She is her parents' favorite for taking on the family name, just because she stands for everything they stand for. Mischievousness and being a vampire, and she's very dark and morbid and only wants success for her family. I just love how broody looking she is. I think it's so cool that she is so freaking broody. So anyway, that's her room. This is Henry's room. It's kind of really dark in here. Oh, I forgot to tell you his trait. He has the evil trait, which you can't actually tell here because he's giving the thing a kiss, which makes you think he's not evil, but he's evil. Trust me, he is evil. And that is definitely going to come out later in this series, and I'm so excited because I have a lot of ideas for what's going to happen later on. Over here, this is Elia's room. It's not as scary. It's done in purples and blues and very pretty. We also have 2 bathrooms up here, one that is specifically for Henry, just so he has his own little privacy, and then one for the girls. And then we just have a little lounge area, and downstairs we have a tiny kitchen because they're vampires. They don't need to eat, so that is why they have a tiny kitchen. It's mostly to keep up with looks. They also have a downstairs bathroom, a giant dining room area, a small sitting area, and then a living room area over here, which is very cute, very designer looking, I think. And all of the windows I tried to cover with curtains because obviously it's daytime. They wouldn't want any daylight coming in and searing their flesh. And then downstairs is here I'll put up the walls so you can see, is the coffin room. So we have Laurel and Wilder's coffin, and then over here we have some extra ones for the girls should they choose to want to use their coffins instead of their beds. There's a bar, there's 2 bars down here. It's kind of an entertainment area for vampires. So it's got a big TV, some sitting areas, some bars, the organ, a desk, and a bookcase. And then the basement will actually come into play in the storyline later on. I am just going to take the quickest little break to take a drink and rest my voice for a second, so just a second. Okay, so I am back. I just needed a quick break to rest my voice for just 2 seconds and to, just rest. So we're gonna have Laurel go upstairs and talk to her husband and give him a little bit of a serenade. We're gonna have him stop doing that. He is getting closer to leveling up, which will be nice. But I'm glad that it takes a little bit longer to level up, or it takes a little bit longer to get good at being a vampire. I appreciate that. I'll put that in his inventory. So we are going to try out Woohoo as bats. They both have the bat power, so hopefully it will work out with no problems, and we'll get to see what happens when you try for baby as bats, because there's supposed to be something special that occurs. Laurel is serenading him. It's real sweet, real sweet. And then I don't know what he's doing. Syntax. Can you try to enjoy talking with your wife? So we are going to have them woohoo as bats. So let's find it. Try for baby as bats, because they do want at least 1 more child, if not 6. So they want a lot of kids just because they want to keep their tribe, their little coven going. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I have not seen this before. I haven't seen them turn into bats before. Oh my gosh. Oh, what just happened? So they got a little thing, what is that word? Concupiscent? Chiroptera. from woohooing as bats. Who knew bats were so romantic? Well, definitely not me. And it looks like that actually helped their vampire energy a little bit, which is interesting. So now we will see if she is pregnant. And then obviously we will have to wait 3 days, but that is not a problem. So let's go have her take a pregnancy test. Go ahead, Laurel. Take that pregnancy test. I really wanted to start this video out in the middle of a family instead of starting out as I usually do with just one sim, etc. This starts out in the middle of a family's life. In fact, Laurel and Wilder are still young adults. They're not even adults, I'm pretty sure. Or are they adults? Yeah, they're young adults. Plus, they're like immortal, so they can't die. But they're young adults. That's when they returned. So they had their kids very, very young. And they're still not done having kids. I wanted to get in the middle of the family so we could already be doing exciting things in our lives, but still get the same kind of stuff. So Laurel is pregnant. So they are going to be adding another new kid to the family, which is so exciting. I really want a boy because I want the boy to be super creepy and to grow up and be like this creepy uncle to whoever the next founder is. I think that would be so cool. So Laurel is officially pregnant, and next we are going to have Wilder go back to reading his book because we want to continue getting our skills up in that aspect. Obviously we're not going to go outside still. We need to wait till nighttime, but once nighttime hits, we are going to start meeting new people, because if we meet new people, then we can start having our vampire parties, and I think it would be so much fun. So it looks like the wallpapers that came with this game pack are highlighty too, like the vintage glamour ones are, which are in this room. It looks like these have the same little effect, which is cool. So Elia is actually a pretty interesting sim, just because she does not like being a vampire, and I think that's like a really interesting concept. Like, she's a cutie pie, and she hates who she is as a person. Like, she hates what she is. She's racist against herself. Or speciest, I suppose. And it is just her dream to not be a vampire anymore. But she needs to use a computer to search for information on vampires and reach vampire lore level 3. So I think she's actually going to do that and become the, but do it in secret. She doesn't want her parents knowing that she's expressing interest, because she's not expressing interest in the way that they want her to. She wants to know how to be the best vampire, and or the most human vampire. And in order to do that, she needs to know what everything is. So we got another notification for Wilder. Discovered plasma packs. Wilder discovered that there is an alternative method for vampires to satisfy their thirst. He can now order plasma packs on the computer. And also, this passage says that enough garlic spread around a house can prevent a vampire from biting Sims. And then Elia has discovered vampire secrets. So this is very exciting for all of them. Vladislaus Strahd. A new child of the night. As an elder vampire, it is my honor to welcome you to our family. Your new thirst for plasma takes some getting used to. Remember, thirst can be uncomfortable, but it won't kill you. Here's some plasma packs to keep you fed for the first few days. Just stay out of the sun and you'll be fine. So thirst can't kill me. Phew. Can you not call me anymore? Okay, we're gonna be nice to him before we actually take over his job and ruin his life. So he gave us 3 little plasma packs. The highest quality plasma, filtered, carbonated, decarbonated, chlorinated, and reverse osmosis filtered for your enjoyment. So I don't think we're going to be thirsty for a little bit longer, and I think everybody else's thirst is pretty okay as well. Yeah, it looks like it. I actually want to try out dark meditation, so we're going to go ahead and see what that looks like. So we're going to go to vampire and go to dark meditation just to see what it does. I mean, obviously it helps the vampire energy to go up, but I want to see what the thingy looks like. So Elia read that garlic and plasma fruit can be found in Forgotten Hollow. So we'll have to see if we can find some plasma fruit lying around and maybe start our own garden. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking cool. That is so cool. Okay, sorry, I had to get a couple pictures because this is so exciting. Okay, so she is dark meditating. Oh, it looks so cool. Okay, so she gets a little thing from it that says dark energy. The mode of consciousness achieved through dark meditations taps into the vampire's internal dark energy, converting it into much more useful vampiric energy. So Elia von Spelling has now learned enough to unlock the vampire tomb. Here comes Henry. He's gonna go talk to his mommy. And they actually look a lot alike, which I think is cool. And I feel like they would actually be very good friends, her and Henry, because they have a lot in common. She is begging for new toys. That's cute. And she was not too sad about it. We're going to offer him some advice on vampire life. This family is just really cute. They're definitely very diabolical. They have a lot of things up their sleeve that some people might not appreciate, but they definitely have a lot of plans for the future. So this says, what is she doing? What is she doing? Show off powers. Whoa. Whoa. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. So can she use her vampire powers on her mom? We're gonna try. No. Ask for advice on biting technique. Oh wait, that might have been it. Discuss plasma flavors. Complain about everything. Me? Gossip about ancient vampires. Ask to turn. You are already a vampire. Okay, so that was good. And then we also got a little thing from her that says, if you regret some of the choices you've made, legend has it that there is a special potion one can brew to reconfigure your vampire powers and weaknesses. So there is a way to eventually switch your stuff around, or does that mean a cure? That's interesting. We might have to look into that, but not right now. This little picture is so creepy. And I'm pretty sure that's the guy that lives on the hill, isn't it? Which is awkward because we'll just say that he built this house and then he offered for them to come stay in it so they could be a part of his brood. Okay guys, so I think I'm gonna wrap this part up right here. We have a lot of exciting things coming up in this Let's Play series, and I hope you guys enjoyed what has gone on so far. I think this is going to be so much fun and really exciting to explore everything that this game pack has to offer. So make sure you stay tuned for the next couple of episodes. I'm trying to pre-film a whole bunch so I'll have a ton ready and I can upload them all at school and have like a week's worth of videos ready to go, because I am so busy with school right now that I have no time to do anything else. So when I can find time to do something like this, then I'm like, get it done, get it done, get it done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like and comment to tell me what you think, and subscribe if you want to see more of me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.